Hello, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Larry's Review. I know it's been a long time since I released a review video. um, the reason why I haven't been updating was because um, it's been getting really busy at my work, and since with the holidays and stuff, I'm just glad we don't have to make eggnog. Holy cow. I mean, I cannot believe how many people go through guacamole and pico de gallo every single day. I mean, jeez. I had to make that stuff every single day for one store. Well, basically, not one store, 16 stores, but still. Yeah. Um, and I've also been working on my one of my projects. I've been working on one of my projects. Um, After I'm done with it, I will be putting it on my channel. But if some of you are friends with me on Facebook, you will see it. Um, but next time, probably my next review video, I probably will post a video of the ship on here. And yes, it's a ship. So yeah. Um, and I also been working on a new fan fiction of mine, The Friendship Troopers. Um, I made I made Friendship Troopers. I made Friendship Trooper, the first Friendship Troopers, and the second one, the Battle of Canela High, and then this one. This one's gonna be called The Friendship Troopers Equestria's Darkest Hour. It's in work in progress. I'm already at chapter 6 already, but yeah. So so what so what I'm gonna be probably doing is gonna be making it into a series after I'm done with this last story of it. It's gonna be a auto series. And what an audio series is basically pictures with voice actors. But it's not gonna be but I'm not gonna have any voice actors because I don't have anyone that could voice act for me, and I don't exactly have the kind of money to do it to have voice actors. So yeah, um, but uh, but when I do make the series, I'm probably going to be doing most of the voice acting, which is going to be tough, but hey, gotta gotta do hard work or to make things interesting. Yeah. Um. So yeah. Um. So what I'm reviewing today is basically. Sorry, I'm making sure no ads coming because apparently Androids have ads now. It's driving me crazy. So what am I reviewing today is going to be a uh, a question, and basically I think I do have an answer for it. Um, well, basically it's more like an opinion than an answer, but eh. So the question is, uh, I've been thinking of why do gamers enjoy first shooter games and third third person games? Well, um, I'm gonna put this down because my hand's getting tired. So, um, what I think this is basically a theory. Uh, this is basically a theory of mine. Um, Probably the reason why some gamers like first shooter games or first person games, whatever you want to call them, is because um, they're used to it. We are all used of being first person, and how you know that is because, and how I'm basically thinking of that is because we see everything in first person all the time. Uh, like how I'm looking at my hands right now. I see my hands, my arms, but I can't see my whole entire. Well, I can see my whole entire body, but I can't see my own face. That's the thing. Now, if I was in third person, and if I could see my whole entire body, I'll be able to see my face. But I can't, because I can only see in first person. Um, I can see my legs, my feet, my torso, and my lower half, my shoulders, but I can't see my back or my backside. Well, actually, technically I can see it, but I have to do it like this or stand up to see it. But I don't want to do that. But so as I was saying, we and when we are first born, and when we finally open our eyes for the first time, that's when our first person starts. When we open our eyes, what we see the first time is basically our parents. And we could see their whole entire body, their face, their torso, their legs, their arms, their hands, feet, hair, eyes, nose, mouth, ears. um, and 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 gamers, they this is why some gamers love first shooter games is because they're used to it. I mean, everyone is basically used to it. But now with the third person games, the reason why some gamers like the third person games is because it's basically more unique. Because, like I said, we see first person all the time. I mean, all the time. And if we play a video game that's a third person, it's different to us because we could see our character, we could see his face, his motions, while you're in the gameplay, and plus you get to see more things around you too. But still, um, it's basically more more amazing to see the whole entire character's form and how they fight or the way how they maneuver or jump over rocks or jump over edges or fight a turtle walking thingy on Mario or something. Um, and the reason why I said turtle thing on Mario is because I don't play Mario at all. I'm not really a Mario fan. I mean, I mean, I I did play Mario a couple times, but I don't really like the new versions of Mario. I basically prefer the old Mario because the old Mario was basically more amazing than the new one. I mean, I don't really like the Mario Go Kart or Mario Party. It's not my style. I like the old fashioned. Like um I like jumping and hitting boxes with my head. So yeah, but yeah, off topic here. Well, as I was saying, with third person view, you could basically watch your character move and the way how they run. They can run funny, they can run weird, and it makes us laugh and makes us enjoy the games more frequently. And and on first shooter games or first person games, some people mostly enjoy the story mode, like I do. I love story modes because when I play a story mode, it gives me the reason what's going on in the game. It makes me feel it answers my questions why they're doing this, how how they're doing it. Because I like watching my character talking, associating with the other characters of the game, and also also in an action sequence. I mean, like in a cutscene while they're running or shooting or blaster or a gun or something at the enemy, monster, zombie, Godzilla, you name it. But yeah. Um, and not only that, with a first person shooter, you could basically see more high range. Like when you're shooting a bad guy from a far distance, or a bad guy or a good guy from a far distance, or let's just say an enemy from a far distance. Um, some people kind of prefer first shooting because you could see it much better. And in first person, um, some people uh, like it doing it in first person. I mean, in third person because they like to see how their character is holding their weapon or how the character is doing it. Um, and also looking around them too. It gives them a better visibility of what's going on around the character and see if there's any enemies coming from both directions. And in first shooter, it basically has the same thing but it's like on a heat signature or a radar thing on the side of the camera. And yeah, well, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I was looking to see if there was any ads. So yeah, well well and then there's also um something. It'll come back to me. um, so yeah, and then when the enemies surround you, you could basically see them all over the place with the third person. And then now if you do like a story mode for a third person video game, it basically is just the same thing like the first shooter, but you don't need to but the camera doesn't need to zoom in because it's not a first shooter. It's just basically the same. And then but so and then it and some gamers like that because there might be an Easter egg, and you know how gamers love Easter eggs. We all love Easter eggs. It's awesome. But and this is why some gamers highly prefer story mode first, then multiple player later, because well, there's not really a great detail why there's a bunch of people fighting each other, or or and why do the characters look like that, and why they're doing it, and why and how they're doing it, and what they are, and who they are. I mean, in in um in the game, in multiplayer, most characters are basically all AIs. But if you're playing with a bunch of people on Xbox Live, or on PC, or on that PlayStation Saga Beta, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what PlayStation. Well, I don't know what PlayStations call it. It's I don't play a PlayStation. I have an Xbox One, so I can't really tell you what I know about PlayStations. So yeah, but basically, like I said, um, this is basically the reason why gamers like first shooters and third shooters, or third person and first person video games. It basically it's basically um, many different kind of theories. It's basically one theory is for the first person is basically because gamers are used to it, because as people we could basically only see in first person. We can't see in third person in real life. But in video games, that's a different story. If you're in third person video games, you can see many different things. But in first person, you're basically limited to anything of anything you could basically see what you want to see. Like I said earlier, like how I'm looking at my hands right now. I could see my hands, and then my arms, my elbows, but I cannot see my mouth talk. I cannot see my mouth move, or my eyes blinking, or the color of my eyes, or my hair, or anything, unless if I look in the mirror. I mean, there's no mirror in here. Well, there's a mirror over there, but I don't want to walk and go back and forth. It's yeah. But yeah. This is basically my theory on why gamers like first person and third person uh, games. Um, Let me know how you like this review. If you like it, please put a like. If you have any questions or concerns, just comment down there below. Um, if you ever have any, if you have any requests, what I should review next, or what I should play next, or what I should play next on Let's on Larry Plays, comment that down there too.